Obviously, right now, the economy is kind of a dumpster fire. We're enacting tariffs, we're not enacting tariffs, the stock market is up, the stock market is down, and there's one thing I know about it. It's that all of this economic uncertainty is definitely going to affect the travel industry. And with that, those of us who love to travel. I have had a great time over the last 3 years traveling around the world without a whole lot of thought to my budget. But this current turmoil has me seriously rethinking my strategy, or lack of strategy, because let's be honest, I'm a big fan of the YOLO trip. Hi, I'm Annie, I'm a frequent traveler, and I run the account Average Girl Does Cool Things. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 7 strategies that can help you weather this downturn and keep the happy travel vibes going. So let's get into it. But before we do, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel inspo and how-to content. Okay, good news first. As the travel industry becomes more impacted by the downturn, this can be a great time to find deals. Now, our last major economic downturn was in 2008 and 2009. So I did some research to look into what hotels and airlines did to attract customers during those periods. And if that has anything to do with what we might expect, we might be in for some good stuff. While we might not see drastic price decreases, we likely will see more perks and packages. Things like free breakfasts or dining credits, activity credits, and room upgrades. Hotels may also become more flexible with their price matching and their flexible cancellation policies. And they might offer further discounts or perks for booking direct. It will also be a great time to be a loyalty member, with added bonuses and point earnings being an easy way for hotels to attract customers. The airline industry also adjusted in 2008 and 2009, offering ultra-low fares, more flexible options, flash sales, more domestic routes, and lower cost upgrades and perks. Now, will we see all of that in 25 and 26? As a frequent traveler, I hope so. But I think the overall story here is that if you have the means to do so, this may be a really great time where you will get more for your buck than you would have previously received. As always, I am staying tuned to sites like going.com and Google Flights to find the best deals possible. Strategy number 2 is to go where the dollar is strong. Now, there are some obvious sites that come to mind like Vietnam, Thailand, and Mexico, but there are some seriously underrated destinations like Argentina, Albania, and Georgia, the country. These are places where you can stay in some of the best hotels in the country for under $200 a night. I'm gonna throw 10 destinations up on the screen here that are great spots for you to go if you wanna stretch your dollar even further. And you can also get the full list by going to the link in my video description. Strategy number 3 is to keep it close to home. Obviously, travel is a lot less expensive if you don't have to fly anywhere. So this could be a great time for a road trip. Keep an eye out for locals promotions at places like museums and theme parks, where they may be willing to attract more people from the local communities if they can entice them with a little bit of a discount. You might be able to score some great staycation deals. And of course, our national parks remain a major attraction even as they find themselves under some duress. We can support our national parks by visiting them often and responsibly, noting that there are probably going to be some impacts to lines, restrooms, and trails. So pack your patience and always pack out what you pack in. And leave the wildlife alone, for crying out loud, people. What are you thinking? Okay, anyway, I digress. Domestic destinations, especially small businesses, are going to need your support. So consider shopping local and prioritizing mom and pops over major chains. Remember, you can vote with your dollars. Strategy number 4 is prioritize your spending. If you have my guide to more travel, you know this is one of my personal ethos. Spend on the things that are important to you, cut ruthlessly on the things that are not. Personally, I could care less about eating out at a fancy restaurant, so I will often bring my own breakfast or snacks with me that I can heat up in my hotel room. That typically saves me close to $100 a day, which I can spend on a fancier hotel room or on better experiences, or just save the money. Strategy number 5 is to consider traveling in a new way. So typically when we plan travel, we pick a date and a destination, and then we book our hotels and our flights. But doing this locks you into paying whatever prices are set for those dates and destinations. Instead, consider letting the price dictate your destination, and if you have the flexibility to do so, it can also help you choose the time to go. It's easy to do this by going to a site like Google Flights, where you can put in your parameters for around what times you might be interested in going, and then looking at the calendar to see when flights are cheapest. You can also use an airline's destination explorer to see where they fly to and see where they might be running some deals. You might also want to consider an alternative stay like house swapping. You'll save a tremendous amount on accommodations while also getting a cultural immersion experience. Strategy number 6, is to spend your points. If you are a point hoarder like me, it's time to spend those points because loyalty programs keep changing how they award points and how they let you redeem points. The point values keep fluctuating and they are not keeping up with the rate of inflation. That means the points that you're holding onto in your account, hoping to save up for a long haul flight to Japan, say, in first class, those points are losing value the longer you hold on to them. So go use them. I recently found deals on United and Alaska Airlines to fly round trip to places like Juneau, Alaska for under 30,000 miles. So be sure to sign up for your airline newsletters and use a site like point.me to find the best deals to use your points. Strategy number 7, the last strategy is to not travel at all. I hate to say this, but it is perfectly okay if you need to scale back your travel. I have always been a proponent of taking more travel, but not if it is causing you economic harm. If you don't have an emergency fund saved up, if you don't have retirement investments going, then travel may not be the priority right now. And that's okay. It will still be there. I personally was planning to go to Antarctica this year and decided to punt because I wanted to increase my cash reserves instead, just in case. Look, nothing robs the fun of a trip faster than worrying about how you're gonna pay for it. So don't be afraid to spend this time saving for a rainy day and putting away cash so that you can take advantage of those deals on the recovery side. I hope this video was helpful. If you want more tips on how to increase your cash for more travel, go watch this video next. And until next time, go create a life you love. Bye!